Yo, how are we doing everyone? I'm happy to see you have chosen to watch another one of my rogue videos. In case you missed the last one, I'd recommend watching it before this one, but if you saw it, then you get the VI seal of approval. Let's do a quick recap for those that didn't. In the last episode, we struggled with some of the beginning hard mode bosses. I'm not gonna lie, at least for me, it feels like Rogue is a little lacking in the weapons department in early hard mode. But we're yet to get to the later hard mode, which we will be going through in this episode and of course defeating the Moon Lord. And in the next episode, we shall see if post Moon Lord weapons are any better. I'm really hoping they are, because otherwise I feel like my backside will be sore for a good little bit of time. But anyway, let's start today's episode by building some goodies, starting off with Samsara Slicer, followed by the Fantasy Talisman. Both weapons look really good, so let's go ahead and test them out on that beautiful siren at the bottom of the ocean. After 2 minutes and 11 seconds, we defeat Leviathan and the Siren, seeing that the weapons are doing very well. We 100% could have gotten a better time if my aim wasn't so bad, but it's alright. From them we get 2 rogue weapons. White Water, which is okay, nothing too special, but more importantly we get the Leviathan Teeth. This weapon not only looks pretty cool in my opinion, but also is able to deal massive damage. If you get a target that doesn't move too much and you stack 1 or 2 of those on him, the weapon can shred them. It's now time for us to go mine some scoria from the abyss, as we need a new armor and some accessory upgrades. We make the hydrothermic armor, the abyssal mirror, which finally gives us a dodge. We put on the Eye of Golem, as we are playing with as much crit as possible, and the eye gives us 15% crit damage. And lastly, we make the spooky wings, as I think they're a little better than the hydrothermic ones. Now we will move on to our next boss. So let us make the astral chunk, make it night, go to our astral biome, which we smooth out a little bit, and summon Astrum Aureus. took us 5 attempts to get in good rhythm, but on our 6th one we managed to take him down, granting us our next adrenaline upgrade and the Auru Radical Troll. A rogue weapon that is pretty good, but not as good as the weapon we can get from the enemies killed in the Astral Biome. We're of course talking about the Stellar Knife. This little guy got nerfed somewhat hard and is still not only outperforming the other weapons for damage, but also has the best homing. After that we talk to Amidias, buy 3 truffle worms so that we can make the truffle worm platter, go to the ocean and summon the Duke Fishron. In under 1 minute we're able to turn that bluefish into some top quality 5-star gourmet level sushi, but unfortunately we do not get the fish on wings. What we do get though is a weapon that is underwhelming when it comes to its animations, but absolutely busted when used right, that being the Duke's Decapitator. Up next is Plaguebringer Goliath, and this is the perfect opportunity to show you what I mean. So we make a spawner, grab our Decapitator, go to our Plantera biome and summon Goliath. If I was quicker with my hook, I was 100% able to get a sub 30-second kill, but you can see what this monster can do with targets that stay in one place. Now we make it night and it is time for us to fight Empress of Light. I don't know why, but I always seem to struggle a lot with Empress. At least most of the times, because on the other hand you have times where I don't have too much issues. It's basically one of two things, either I'm gonna steamroll her or she fists me with both hands. But anyway, we finally get her down and it's now time for my least favorite boss, of course that being Ravager. We do die once, but on our second attempt I decided to try out the Decapitator. And it worked insanely well actually. This thing absolutely tore him a new one, and it is always enjoyable to destroy Ravager. From him we get our next rage upgrade, but now it is time to quickly go through the snooze fest that is the Old One's army, and thank fucking god it doesn't reset when you die, because Betsy burnt us to a crisp a good couple of times before we were finally able to take her down. And after that we go to a dungeon where we yet again underestimate the cultist, die once like a complete idiot, and then refight him properly without trolling so hard. After that we clear the Nebula Pillar for fragments and melt blobs, make the Silencing Sheath, and then alongside the Ruined Medallion we upgrade it into the Dark Matter Sheath, allowing our stealth strikes to only use 50% of our stealth meter and boost stealth generation while moving and not attacking. After that we make the Subduction Slicer, which is pretty much the best Astrum Deus weapon as long as you can hit it while he's in the slightly vertical position so that the Slicer projectile can hit him more. We go to our Astral Biome again, make it night, and call upon the stars. And Deus. After 4 very little boo-boos, we managed to defeat him on our 5th try, go to the desert, clear the solar pillar as it is inconveniently in our desert, and start farming Sand Elementals so that we can make the Sandstorm score. After that we make System Bane as it is exceptional at dealing with enemies that don't move a lot, go to the Lost Gateway, activate it, then go to the Lost Coliseum and challenge Argus. It takes us a couple of attempts because the shark is fairly annoying and I'm not used to dodging its attacks that well as keeping track of my stealth in the meantime, but on our 7th attempt we're victorious. We get his rogue weapon, which is not the best, and then leave this place as now we stand before our last challenge, the Moon Lord. And boy, was he a challenge. "22 pretty brutal attempts, not because it was particularly hard, but because I was getting progressively more angry and disappointed at myself for being so bad that I can't dodge attacks that I'm very familiar with. Even after defeating him, I was feeling so down because of my poor performance, but at the very least it is finally over. And that, ladies and gentlemen, means that the episode itself is also unfortunately coming to an end. We defeated every single pre-hard mode and hard mode boss so far, and there was a good bit of struggle, especially at the end. I'm definitely scared of what the future may hold for us, as the bosses after the Moon Lord are getting pretty hard, and considering that I'm still not very used to tracking my stealth meter very well, I imagine they will be even more of a pain than usual. But you all know that I will not give up that easily. That melee playthrough might have scarred me for life, but it made me realize that as long as you go hard at something and you do not give up, you can pull through. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, feel free to give that like and subscribe button the wholesome Jogo treatment, so that you don't miss out on a future banger such as this one. In the description you will find the links to all of my socials, in which I always post whenever there is a new video uploaded on the channel, so feel free to give them a follow if you want. As you already know, there is a link to my Patreon as well, and if you people wish to do it, optional as per goddamn usual, you can give that a little €2 subscribe if you have chosen to support my work further. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I hope that you gorgeous weebs will join me in the next one. Demon Slayer inspired Leviathan denture using Vi out.